for joining us with all those stocks which are on your radar. With that, let's move on and focus on the first management today, DataPatterns. Company witnessed strong revenue growth of 23% on a YY basis with improvement in EBITDA as well. The profit after tax spiked by nearly 60%. We are now joined by the Chairman and MD, S. Rangarajan, to discuss their performance and most importantly, the outlook going forward. Mr. Rangarajan, thank you so much for joining us on CNBC-TV18. Well, it's been a good quarter, but your EBITDA margin guidance for the year has been around 40% with a 30% growth in your revenues. This time around, EBITDA margins have come in at 37.6%. So will second half be better in terms of margins? Will you be able to do 40% margins and 30% growth this year?
See, historically, the turnover is in the last quarter. And we have tried to manage the quarters much better going ahead. So we're trying to see quarter-to-quarter sales in the first 2 quarters has gone up compared to last year if you look at it. So considering that the overheads remain same and the revenue goes up, the EBITDA margin also jumps up in the last quarter, the last two quarters. So we will retain the guidance of 39% or 40% EBITDA, which is what we're told. I think the next 2 quarters you will see the EBITDA percentage going up.
In the guidance that you had given earlier, current order book at around 1,003 crore rupees, around 1,000 crore to be to give that approximate number. How is that split into the 3 segments that you have, and what is the outlook going forward in terms of new orders that you're looking at? Because you had targeted larger opportunities in radar, communication systems, and satellite business. When will that start flowing into the business?
See, we've raised money in QIB to build products for the larger markets in MOD tenders. That will take some time to kick in because we need to develop the products and then certify it, qualify it, then look at contracts to happen. This is a slightly longer term journey, which will start trickling 2-3 years down the line. But we're actively pursuing those opportunities. And we're trying to build products as against imported products. We are doing a very, very different way of building the company rather than what other people are doing in India. So that is why the QIB money has taken. That is the second part of the question. The first is, what is the guidance? The guidance will continue to remain. We said 25 to 30%, 20 to 25% revenue growth from last year. We are on track. The order book position also, we said about 500 crores order book. New orders will come this year. We already got some 250 crores in the first 2 quarters. I think we are in line with guidance. We should be able to get the order the next 2 quarters, what is originally told by us. So it's in line with what we told earlier.
So you, on that subject about order wins, you said you're participating in large value tenders with the Ministry of Defence under Make 1 and Make 2 categories. What's the size of these tenders and when are we likely to hear back whether you won it?
This goes through a long, this is Make 2, especially we need to build the products, demonstrate the products, and people after demonstration, they get the RFQ comes. And so it takes about 2 years before you get to know the next year. We would know next year, this time, where we are in those kind of contracts. We are bullish in the sense that we are developing the products and we are trying to make this product that, it's not that one contract you win or lose. We're building a generation of products. So the bunch of them is successful. Some part of the bunch is successful is still okay. So that is how the product development is happening. We're reusing a lot of already developed products in building these subsystems.
So, sir, I wanted to understand what would the potential size of these orders be? Some of the analysts estimated it to be 2,000 to 3,000 crore rupees. You're saying, yes, it will take time, but you would know what is the amount that would come out of this?
Okay, there are 2 parts to this. One, we have a revenue stream which can happen about 1,000 to 2,000 crores based on already delivered products. Repeat orders are expected. That is supposed to happen in the next 1 to 2 years' time. Maybe earlier, maybe around that time it should happen. The second is what we're developing new for MOD tenders. This will be a few thousand crores of contracts which we expect. But that's going to take a bit of time because we have to develop the products, demonstrate it. We are on the job. Actually, we started detailed design in all the areas of activity. So in the next few months' time, the product should start coming out and the demonstration will happen. So this is going to be larger than the 1,2,000 I'm talking about. This will be much larger than that.
You said the revenue potential of the product is 2,000 crore rupees, which can materialize.
Yeah, see, there are 2 parts. One is what already we have developed with DRDO, and then the expected return has to happen. So that is a potential of 1,000 to 2,000 crores revenue is expected, or the contracts is expected in the next 1 to 2 years' time. And beyond that is what the new programs you're developing to scale. See, we need to increase our total addressable market because the order book size is very large from MOD sales. So we need to build the products to be available there. So that's what we're doing now. That is why we went for a QAB of 500 crores. Build the products, be visible, available, increase the market size so that the size of business can grow. So sustainable business growth is possible. The size of market is very...
Is there a total addressable market that Data Patterns is today catering to, and how would that TAM number change?
See, today what we're catering to is mostly DRDO business, and that then happens, then you start getting the business from BEL and HAL and other PSUs going ahead. But what we are trying to look at is an MOD business which is much, much larger than the DRDO business you're doing now. So that is the kind of business you're looking at. So we're trying to reuse what we've done for DRDO, build further on that, build bigger systems. So increase the addressable market to 15,000-20,000 crores rather than look at 2,000-3,000 crores addressable market, which is what presently we're looking at. And you scale it 10 times. That's
so just to get the numbers right, you're saying that today the TAM is 3,000 crore rupees, but you want to increase it to 30,000 crore, 20,000 crore, right?
15 to 20,000 crores.
15 to 20,000.
Products to address those markets.
Okay, all right, Mr. Rangarajan, thank you so much for joining us today. So that's the word coming in from Data Patterns, big opportunities that they are talking about as well, and they maintain their FY24 guidance. Let's slip into a short break. Chala Srishan from CCL Products will join us to discuss their Q2 numbers and the outlook going forward. Stay tuned.